and welcome to the B-side. We're going to talk about Bond shit that is not necessarily the movies. And today is going to be a one-of-a-kind episode where we talk about two different Bond's villains at the same time because they didn't make very many movies. We're going to talk about Lazenby, who made one movie, and Ray's favorite, Dalton, who made two movies, combined together for the Lazenby and Dalton villains episode.
Megasode. Flint Tropics Mega Bowl.
And there's only three of us here today, as you can see. Myself, Tom, and Ray decided to put together a B-side today so that we could have you some content. Unfortunately, Barry couldn't make it.
Oh, it just sounded like it was unfortunate that we're giving you content.
Well, I mean, maybe
there was a weird comma in there.
That may be true as well. And nobody else wanted to come play with us. Wade. So we decided to do it just three of us, which will be fine because we're awesome.
We are.
So let's get started. Let's introduce our villains thus far. Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is Lazenby's movie.
It feels like it's been so long.
It has been a while. Has Blofeld, a very common and well-known bad guy at this point. He's made appearances in many movies. He's the head of Spectre. I think at this point, if you've been listening to the pod or know Bond well, you know Blofeld. Then you have Living Daylights, which is Dalton's first movie. Has Koskov, the Russian military general, or I can't remember. He's highly ranked.
General Georgy Koskov.
Yeah, so he is General Koskov, yes. And then you have License to Kill, Dalton's last movie, where we have Lord Sanchez.
I like Lord Sanchez.
So
That's my guy.
So let's talk about these three. Let's go at it from the backwards here. Does anybody have a strong feeling about who should be number 3?
Ooh. I honestly, I'm gonna throw out there. It's in my mind, it's got to be either the General or Blofeld. That's where I'm leaning toward.
I kind of feel you there.
Well, I'm gonna be stronger than that. I think it is Koskov.
Well, all right, you got to sell me on it because I have a bunch of talking points on why I want Koskov out of these three.
Well, because I think Koskov does less, and he most of his villainous deeds are done by his henchmen.
Yeah,
he's just kind of like
that's what a leader does.
That's what Blofeld did. He was the puppet master as well.
I mean, it's true, but
he fed a person to a shark.
Not the general.
No, but the old boy,
right. But we were talking
Sanchez?
about the bottom.
Oh,
the bottom two.
Okay, no, never mind.
The Russian general.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Koskov's down. Yeah, never mind. I thought we were arguing something else off there. No, yeah, I feel like the general, that was clearly an archetypal character of that Soviet general is trying to get his way in a roundabout fashion without bureaucratic order and all that. Because if I remember right, he wasn't even working with his own government. It was a side thing he was doing.
Right? Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, because even at the end, after he got foiled, it was kind of you got me, Bond.
And he kind of went out a bit.
I was getting ready to get there. Yeah, he did. Even his when he's foiled and everything, he doesn't it's not this big tense standoff or anything. It's kind of oh well.
Because here comes John Ross Davies. He just get him out of here.
That's what in that one that was his henchman took that role. That was a clearly one where this dude is you're just a man with power that's trying to get something done, but this dude's your enforcer.
Yeah.
Because that dude he was just that jacked Russian dude and everything throughout it. So yeah. But even with that, like I said, Blofeld has more reach, and even in that movie, I felt Blofeld did more.
Yeah, I was starting to think he was more hands-on, wasn't he?
Blofeld was even skiing, because the thing that stands out in my mind in that movie with him is the look on his face when the guy falls into the snowblower or whatever, he gets chipped up, and Blofeld's it disgusted him that it happened and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
Lazenby's just skiing, just cheesing about it.
It really was one of the first times we saw Blofeld Blofeld take an
Yeah.
active role in like killing people and
He had-
going after Bond and all these
Yeah,
things. He took
it
an
was-
active role in it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was there in the field, like I said, he was skiing trying to get the man and everything.
Yeah.
Like the general's fat ass isn't getting in skis.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest. Like, I gotta give it to Blofeld. Like, beats the general and everything hands down.
So are the three of us in agreement that Koskov is 3 then?
Yeah, I don't hear anybody rooting on.
Yeah, I'll say 3. Even though he kind of played a nice little double agent kind of thing.
He did kind of go double agent, but I felt like it was foiled quickly. Like,
No, it was. They
Like-
figured it out like what, first 45 minutes.
yeah.
But yeah, we could put him at 3. That's cool.
Okay, so we got him at 3. So now it's just down to Blofeld and Sanchez.
I'm putting Sanchez at 1. I know we only see him once. I know, like, one movie, Blofeld gets multiple shots at it, but Sanchez is just way cooler character.
Well, not even that. He was ruthless. He was more diabolical. I mean, the crew he had. I mean, we were talking off air with Del Toro. I mean, that dude was a psychopath by himself.
Oh yeah, just weird as shit and everything. Just like he sells crazy just looking him in the eye.
Yeah.
Like that's great about it.
And
But
then-
like you said, he's sequential 80s villain. Like he's got
He
like
is,
the
yeah.
suit with like the little shoulder pads, like tight shirt. He's like I said, feeding people to sharks and like just giving people the business everywhere.
And
like,
then he hired the pervert Wayne Newton.
yeah, like,
Come back to my house.
but yeah, but even so, just Ash is like, if you had to be one of these characters, who would you be? And all that. Like, I think I'd have more fun being old boy
Yeah.
than Blofeld. Like in these 2 movies and all that. Like, yeah.
Well, and I think something that's important to bring up is the fact that, like, Sanchez did some things that we really haven't seen too many times. Like, he was able to get into Felix's wedding, where Bond and Felix, with a bunch of CIA agents, are all at, and kill Felix's wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a hell of an accomplishment in all reality. It's not like world domination accomplishment, but
it shows that, like, yeah, even I guess one of those things, like, with all of Blofeld's connections, he makes something like that look like, oh yeah, of course he did it. But then the fact that Sanchez can do it, it's like, well, shit, it now is just impressive. Because, like you said, it's like, you kind of infiltrated a CIA wedding. You know everybody that on the invite list got a background check.
Yeah.
Everybody's probably in surveillance and on guard shit. Everybody's armed, I'm sure. Like, it was...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then to still pull it off and be like I said, they don't know who Sanchez is type thing. But they know Blofeld. It's like, oh, they got us again type shit. Like,
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, what was Blofeld's ultimate plan in Her Majesty's Secret Service? What was he trying to accomplish? I'm blanking here.
fuck, we'd have to look up the plot. Like I said, it's been so long. Like I
I
said,
don't
really,
know.
the only thing that I remember about that movie the most is like, mainly the ending, like,
Oh,
scene
Tracy
and everything.
dying?
Yeah, like.
Wow.
That was basically the most part, and all. Like a lot of the chase sequences is what I'm flashing back to.
Yeah, that stupid chase scene at the end, and he's just like,
Yeah, no, I love like the hand gestures and all that. But I will say
He's going to make all food on the planet inedible.
That doesn't sound
Oh
right
my
the way it's
God.
laid out, but I have nothing to argue with. Like, I mean, I would argue now that most of the food we have in America is unedible. Like, it's just really.
Well, you can eat it. I mean,
Well, it doesn't mean you should.
yeah.
Like, all right, like, yeah, I'll buy into the premise and all that.
he's holding all the government's ransom so that he will not make their food inedible.
Okay. I mean, at least I
Okay.
get that.
Which, in the grand scheme of things, is a much bigger plan. Sanchez really just wants to be able to sell drugs.
True.
Yeah, but that once again, all that. So a drug dealer now infiltrated the CIA. Did that?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and that's like, so what, are we talking that Sanchez is that good, and he's just like not confident enough to do stuff like Blofeld, or is it that the CIA are just incompetent? Like that is the question and all that. Like, is Sanchez selling himself short? Like, should he have had bigger ambitions of evil?
Well, Sanchez just fell headfirst into a bad situation. He went after the wrong CIA agent.
Well, in reality, if he would just picked a better time to go after Felix and Bond wasn't present,
Yeah.
it may have been all right.
Yeah, time and place was not on his
Felix
side.
may have still gone after him eventually,
But it may have been just Phoenix.
yeah,
or
just
Felix.
yeah,
so-
and you wouldn't have had to deal with Bond maybe.
yeah, I doubt he's calling across the pond for it at all.
Well, what type of extra credit does it give Blofeld that he lives at the end and Sanchez doesn't? I live to fight another day. I can cause you more problems later. Sanchez is dead at the end of his movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
that was kind of Blofeld's shtick, though.
I mean he always comes back. I mean, that does seem to be his thing. Yes.
Yeah, like I said, like we've seen this man like get hung in a tree before and go out so
That's
many
true.
different weird ways and shit. Like it's so I don't know if that gives any credit because now it's like, hey, like you keep failing and he keeps killing you and all that. Like it's just I don't know. I don't know if that gives any more credit to it. Like because like I said, you're still not stopping Bond. You're
Yeah.
failing multiple times.
Well, he does always. I mean, in the end, he does always fail. But let's be honest, he's caused a lot more problems than any other villain as well because he's gotten so many bites at the apple.
He's got I was gonna say he's got more shots. Like
Which
how-
there has to be some sort of skill or power there because he always gets away, unlike the rest of the villains. Because Bond kills a lot of people in the process of doing all these things.
yeah.
Yeah, but also in those other movies, it also seems like Bond lets him get away. Like that's the thing. Like I can count so many other like Blofeld escapes and everything that were just like slapstickish almost and everything. Like the oil rig one in Diamonds Are Forever when he's in the damn little like boat and everything. Bond's fucking with him, swinging it around. Like I mean, it's like I said. At some point, it's like, yeah, you're just a joke. Like, yeah, you kill women I sleep with every now and then, but it's like, other than that, like, yeah, like you're just a pain in mind. The British's ass, like. And I'm still going Sanchez because if I had to pick between the two, I'd be Sanchez.
I don't know. I always just whenever I look at Sanchez, you're right. He is evil and he does do some diabolical things. But I just always wanted to say Miami. Like I don't know. It just like he just screams Miami to me.
You know who he just reminds me of? That's why I think I like him as Razor Ramon.
Oh,
Like he's
ooh, machismo.
say hello to the bad guy. Like yeah, like that's like I love it. Like that's yeah.
I wish I grabbed my Razor Ramon pop accessibly
my
right
God,
now.
Yeah, you should have. Like, no, that's all I can think of when I'm watching that. I just wanted him to do that walk in and all that, and it's called Bon Chico. Like, that's all I wanted. Like, just go straight Miami on him. Like that's yeah. I'm still going Sanchez.
All right, so Tom's made up his mind. Ray, what are your thoughts right
You gotta
now?
go with Sanchez.
You're gonna go
I
Sanchez
think
as
this is
well.
the Razor Ramon reference. You can't unsee it now. Like
Where's
All
my
right,
king?
well, I'm not against it. We can put Sanchez 1 on this list, and then which would put Blofeld 2, and then just a reminder that Koskov is 3, which would round out our 3 villains for this episode.
that we medleyed together.
Yeah, so I do believe, not a bad list. We only had 3 to begin with, but I do believe there's some very quality villains.
No, definitely, yeah.
Because Koskov came in last, and we kind of dismissed him because we liked the other 2, but Koskov wasn't a bad villain.
No,
The plot was like I said. I'm judging the character, not the plot that he created there.
Yeah.
Like I said, him as the actual creator of the plot, it was like he just fell short, and like I just felt like that movie was more about his henchmen than him.
I think if Koskov wouldn't have hired his girlfriend to try to assassinate somebody, they would have been probably better off.
That's a-
Because then she wouldn't have been a loose end, and nobody probably would have found
It's
out.
a total commie move. That's why he failed.
Yeah,
Damn Russians.
bastards.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up our B-side for Lazenby and Dalton's villains. And thanks for tuning in to the B-side.